Welcome back, crime fans, to the True Assassins podcast. I'm Adrian Smith, and each day we kind of unpack a fresh, real-life case,
Yeah.
from the shadows of history.
Mm-hmm.
And today we've got a historian, Julia Jones, with us.
Hi.
Julia, thanks for diving in with us.
Glad to be here, Adrian. Always up for a good mystery.
Me too. So today we're heading way, way back to the Viking Age.
Okay.
This world of just brutal battles and these larger-than-life warriors.
Yeah.
But, instead of glory, we're talking about the dark side of power and reputation.
Right.
The story of Ulfgar the Berserker.
Ooh.
Now, was he a monster, or was he assassinated in a way that history books rarely even talk about?
That's a really fascinating case, Adrian. And to understand Ulfgar, I think we really got to get inside the Viking mindset.
Yeah.
Which isn't exactly gentle by
Right.
today's standards.
Not at all. So set the scene for us. What's a Berserker and what made Ulfgar, stand out?
Okay, so imagine this chaotic battlefield. Vikings and Saxons clashing. And suddenly, out of the Viking shield wall, bursts this guy, Ulfgar, totally losing it.
Just like Hulk smash.
Yeah, kinda. Sources describe him like a storm made flesh, foaming at the mouth, driven by this almost supernatural rage.
Whoa, they weren't kidding around with those descriptions. I mean, creatures steeped in primal fury, that's intense.
Right. It makes you wonder, was this genuine terror, or were they laying it on thick to kind of demonize him later on?
Very good point.
Because remember, berserkers weren't just strong dudes. It was a mental state, maybe induced by rituals or even drugs.
Oh, really?
They were unpredictable, even to their own side.
Oh, wow. So this guy's tearing through Saxons, probably terrifying everyone around him. That's a victory, right?
You would think.
Not so fast.
No.
What happens when the dust settles?
That's where it gets interesting. Instead of accolades, Ulfgar gets fear.
Oh,
But not from the defeated Saxons,
Yeah.
from his own Viking comrades. The very people he just saved are backing away slowly.
That's really saying something about how Vikings viewed berserkers and the whole power dynamic.
Absolutely. Think about it. Even in this super tough warrior culture,
Yeah.
there's this undercurrent of, okay, this guy's useful in battle, but maybe too wild.
Right. Too wild for his own good. And enter Sigurd the chieftain.
Oh, yeah.
This is where the assassination part kicks in.
Yeah, Sigurd sees this powerful, unpredictable warrior, a loose arrow, as they might have called him,
Right.
and decides to act. So Ulfgar is betrayed and killed by his own people.
I mean, this wasn't some glorious warrior's death duel or anything like that.
No.
This was an ambush.
Yeah.
It kind of changes how we think about Viking honor.
Big time. Was a warrior's death as important to them as we romanticize it to be?
Yeah.
Clearly, pragmatism and self-preservation sometimes won out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But even in his final moments, Ulfgar throws shade. Literally. He grabs mud and just flings it at Sigurd.
What? No way!
Yeah.
What was that all about?
I don't know. It's just such powerful symbolism there. Even dying betrayed Ulfgar, marks his killer.
Oh, wow.
A defiance. It's a refusal to just disappear. So what's the takeaway for our listeners, Julia?
Ulfgar's story, I think, makes you think, was he a danger, misunderstood, or a bit of both?
Right.
It reminds us that history is written by the victors,
Of course.
and how many figures are demonized because they challenge the status quo.
Great point. And for more addictive true crime stories from history's shadows, make sure you rate and follow this show.
Please!
We'll see you next time.